there's a video out there where this man walks up to these group of women. Would you rather date a drug dealer, a scammer, or a 9-to-5 guy? And 90% of those women said drug dealer or scammer. Hey guys, we are back with another video, another reaction. You guys seem to be liking these. This one's from Crew Season, but it's got my man Poor Man Podcast on there. I love his content. We love his content. You know what? We're just gonna play the video because this is gonna be a doozy.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah, so let's jump right in there. Let's see.
You're dealing with a group of women that worship the men that are part of the problem in a culture. I mean, hood dudes,
there is
thugs,
there's
entertainers.
That's very true.
Yeah, no, and it largely goes for thugs and entertainers. Yeah. Nobody wasn't checking for Will Smith before he was Will Smith. Nobody was checking for Jordan Peele before he was Jordan Peele. Okay. These dudes are lames. These dudes are weirdos until they get successful, right? But
well, let's discuss that. So, do you agree with that? You know, men like Will Smith and Jordan Peele, they really weren't getting no play before they became who they were.
Yeah, it goes back to the Cornball Brothers video we did way back when.
Absolutely, yeah. Agree. It kind of goes back to the cornball thing, and he's gonna stay here and start cooking in a minute. But I think that's something that we need to address, especially in culture overall, but definitely in our culture. We definitely worship the wrong types of men, the thugs, and just like you said, the thugs, drug dealers,
athletes, entertainers.
It's crazy. It is nuts. So let's let them finish off, then we gonna cook ourselves.
Like Future can have 8 baby mothers and still get 7 women pregnant, or 10 baby mothers, like you said, and after the first one, 9 women will still lay down with him knowing that he is not sexually responsible. That means that there are 9 sexually irresponsible women, 1 sexually irresponsible man. That is the problem. And everybody will point out the man and saying that he is a part of that problem, which he is, but that's only 1 man and 9 women. So why are we not talking about the 9 women that are also a part of that problem?
He's a repeat offender, okay? He's a repetitive offender. So therefore, I feel like he is more irresponsible than these 9 women that you're claiming to be irresponsible.
So that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What he is definitely he's sexually irresponsible. There's no doubt about that. And I don't know nothing about Future. I don't really know anything about his music. I just know I know he go around knocking women up. I do know that. I've heard about this guy. But my thing is this, like I said before, men are not wizards. He's not casting a spell on these women, making them sleep with them. They know what this guy's about. Apparently, he's known for this in the music industry. He's known for, if you mess with Future, you're gonna get pregnant. He's known for this. So poor man's right. There's 9 or 8 sexually irresponsible. They knew what this guy was about. And they wanted a piece of the fame, a piece of the whatever, the shine, or to say they have a baby by this guy because they can get some child support. So I don't know where she's coming from. What do you think?
I feel very sad for women today. I'm very confused. And I'm pretty solid in my viewpoints and what my outlooks on life and stuff, but I'm thinking about my daughter, our daughter. Yes. I'm thinking about those younger women that I mentor. I'm thinking about my fellow sisters, just other women that we're walking through life with right now. And just, you're on the planet, I'm thinking about you as well as a woman. And I'm really confused because are we weak or are we strong? Are we independent or are we codependent? Are we brilliant and intelligent and can do anything, or are we always lacking and needing something? And it's mixed messaging, and I don't understand what we're saying. And I'm a woman, and I'm trying to figure this out. So I can't imagine your burden, your confusion, because as a woman, I'm confused. So listening to what she's saying, it's like today's woman, modern women, typically rewrite the script as often and as necessary as they see it to suit them. And you are supposed to, as another person, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, it is your job to basically follow this script that is going bonkers all over the place, and you are not supposed to question. You're not supposed to definitely don't give no pushback. You're just supposed to say yes, whatever it is okay. Whatever, where are we at today? Tell me where I'm at on this map. Where are we at in this script? And you're supposed to be okay with that. And that's not how the real world works. And every time there's pushback or when there's a question, women get defensive, like, why are you questioning and why? Because it's confusing. It's mixed messaging. You're not making any sense. So you mean to tell me all of a sudden he waves his magic pee-pee, and we're just mesmerized, and we go, oh my goodness, Future, whatever you say, I am yours. And
Future,
you just
and men like him.
And men like him. Yeah, we're just using him as an example because of the video. And I'm just supposed to, all this intelligence, all this knowledge, all this strength, all this power that I possess as a woman, it goes out the window as I lay on my back, allow you to do what you're gonna do, and then I guess 9 months later I go, oh man, I'm knocked up. So now what are we gonna do? I don't understand the mixed messaging. I'm very confused.
I understand the frustration because you have to walk through this world with that skin that you're wearing and the presentation that you have, and there are things that are assumed about you that aren't true because of the media engine and the overall status of our culture right now, which we by the way don't have one as Black people anymore. We have a lot of problems in our community. I want to go back to the beginning where he talked about how we worship men that are part of the problem.
Yeah.
How many times in your life have you heard a woman that you knew, not on TV, that you knew, be hooked up with a drug dealer, be hooked up with a scammer, be hooked up with a serial impregnator, be hooked up with a man that she knows is no good, but she'll ride or die for that guy? That's part of the problem in our culture, is that in other cultures, those men are pushed out, like they're not really part of the picture. They exist in other cultures, of course they do, but in our culture, we're the only people that actually embrace that. That I can think of, we're the only culture that actually say, hey, I'd rather you. There's a video out there where this man walks up to these group of women. Would you rather date a drug dealer, a scammer, or a 9-to-5 guy? And 90% of those women said drug dealer or scammer. They're all young, but that's because it's fast money. It's fast money, and we're obsessed with fast money in our community. Everybody wants to be a rapper because they think it's fast money.
It's a thrill.
Yeah. Women want to be strippers because it's fast money. Everybody wants to date a scammer because it's fast money. Nobody wants to do the work that it takes to be a good person anymore. And even though and I'm being a bit hyperbolic here, there are people and there are Black people that have families and love having a family and work hard, things like that. But that's not what's glorified.
Right.
That's not what's glorified, because if you look on any form of social media, you look at the movies that we make, you look at the way that guy is a lame. Basically, the guy who goes to work every day, comes home, kisses his wife on the forehead, takes care of his kids, all that stuff, he's a lame. And women say they want that guy, but when it comes down to choosing, they do not choose that guy until they're worn out, got 2 or 3 kids by 2 or 3 other men, and they don't want that. Then it's like, oh, ain't no good men out here. Well, dang, you walked over hundreds of good men to get to the guy who knocked you up and left you.
I know women personally who have done that because of the swag, went for the bad boy or went for the dude that isn't really worthy of relationship, and he's gonna, sleep with you and leave you, that type of dude. And then, like you said, you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s now, and then if you think back on it, like, dang, Todd was good. He was a good man. He was a good dude. He was a little corny, but man, he was a good dude. And you look on Facebook and Todd is married with kids. He has a successful career. You missed your window with Todd and those Todd types. So now you've got to...
Get the dregs now.
I know if some of y'all are really ticked off and like, I can't believe you're saying that, but it's true. It's true. And the hurtful part is, I know a lot of you that are doing this. I know a lot of you that are watching right now, and you are single and you have passed these good men up. And because they didn't
make you tingle between your
legs. They weren't thrilling and
to.
Exciting, and they didn't have the swag you were looking for, and so you were like, he don't do it for me. But then you go for the guy, and you go for the same type of dude.
The reason why it feels like there are no good men out there left is because of that. Every woman's going for the same dude. When you sit down and talk to people as much as we have, and as much research as we've done, tall, dark, and handsome, charming. That's what women are looking for. Jawline, shoulders, 6 feet, over 6 feet tall. This is what a lot of women are looking for. Women are literally blind to other men. Your husband is probably stuck somewhere between your friend zone and somewhere back in college somewhere where you should have sat your behind down somewhere, and now you're 35. And the world is full of men that are no good. There's no question about that. We're not even talking about the fact, but we're talking about the men that you have picked.
The good men that you've passed over. That's the problem. The good men that you didn't deem worthy of your time and attention, and now you're getting up in years, or you're at a status where you're like, I keep picking the same guy, and I'm sick of being alone. I'm sick of going to all my friends' weddings. Mm-hmm. I'm sick of being the bridesmaid. But you're picking the same type of dude. So this is where we have to look at. We have to look at our choices. It doesn't even matter really what they look like, but if they have status, or if they have money, or clout, or whatever we deem important at that time, we'll lay down with them. But then the good guy that really wants to love you has to pay for all the damage that all of those dudes did.
Yes.
He has to pay for all of the pain and heartache and possibly children that you've created with these other men.
That's not fair.
He's got to come along and repair all that, and you're going to make him pay for the 5 other ones that just did you dirty because you picked the same type of man.
Yes, not fair. And so we'll talk about this more. I think it's something that's worthy being discussed. Till next time, guys. But for now, that's enough said.